Hey, Chalkin History friends. It's Shelly. It's Monday. Say hello. All right. Come on in and join me today. We're going to be working with the Fresh Lemons transfer. Spring has sprung and the leaves are starting to come out, and that means fruit will be following soon. And lemons just remind me of spring and sunny days. So I figured we'd play with this one. Also, I'm going to do it on our 9x12 everyday frame. It's not available to purchase because they took it out so that you could get it free as a Perks member or a designer. Okay, so today's the last day to grab that for free if you're a Perks member or designer. If you would like to be a Perks member, then go ahead and comment Perky and I will get in touch with you. Or if you want to go to my website, you can sign up that way. Also, if you would like to just skip all that and go to be a designer, try to have a side gig, make some extra dollars, get things at 40% off versus 30% off, then go ahead and let me know that too, and I can talk to you more about that. But come on in. Say hello. Live box. Need to watch myself. I think it's over here. If you're watching, that live box will be up there in the top left corner of your screen. Otherwise, if you're catching the replay, you can rewind, fast forward, pause, all the things. All right, let's bring out our free 9x12 everyday frame. And we're going to do our fresh lemons. And we're going to add a special little effect to one of the colors. I'm thinking maybe the yellow will do it too. I'm not sure yet. All right, let's get... I'm a hot mess. Yes, I am. Okay, let's get one of our dozen cloths here. It's on the package. We're going back because I have a lot of transfers I need to put away. So I want to make sure I do it on the right one. I usually just kind of run my skin against the edge, roll it off, and then we put it on our cloth. And remove. I kind of move it around a couple times just to dull the transfer a little bit. Okay. All right. Note to self, note where that hanger is. So I'm going to turn it that way. Make sure there's nothing on your board. Let's see, I may need to scrunch out a little bit. There we go. All right, let's get this lined up. Okay. Just kind of eyeball it. We're okay. All right, and then you want to flatten that out. You don't want any, like you can see there's a little bit of an air pocket there, or there's something on my screen. Okay, so there's something on my screen, so we want to make sure we get that out of there. Because you can't, you'll not be able to put paste through that. If there's an obstruction, there's no way you're going to get that paste through the obstruction. So you want to make sure you get all that out. There's something on my board here. Okay, bring everything down. Okay, let's just get started here. We're going to go with either vanilla or bubbly. I think I'm going to go bubbly. So let's open that up. So for all the words, I'm just going to have that in bubbly. All right, so we tip in. And just everywhere you see that word, you're just going to kind of smear it over it. You'll want to be particularly careful around that leaf. Kind of like framing my area here. All right, and then we just kind of pass it over. Put excess in the jar as you go. Now this is a reusable surface. It is double-sided also, so you can take it out and do something on the back. So I'm just cleaning up what I've done here. Smooth out any lines. Make sure this was chalked. And then I'm going to do the bottom part as well. So we'll grab that. Okay. Take off the excess. Okay. Put that back. I'm going to leave that open because we're not done with it yet. Okay. I'm going to peel back where I've chalked. Let's give it a little blast of air. Fresh lemons. Okay, and we're just going to kind of let that fall back. I'm not going to press it down. I will, however, press down that leaf because that needs to go back down. And then I'm going to lift this up so we can get this dry. You want to lift up if you're going to be working with, I just need to fix that T. If you're going to be working with multiple colors and switching out colors, then you definitely want to do the paste and peel method, which is what I'm doing. So I'm pasting certain colors, and I'm lifting and drying it. You want it to transfer onto your surface and not dry in the mesh. Because these aren't really templates. You can't stick your finger through it. There is a mesh there that won't allow like anything to go through it. So it's just a mesh. It's like a very tiny, tiny knit mesh. Okay, now we're going to work on the lemons and the leaves. Okay, what I was thinking I was going to do is we're going to take our struggle bus. So hopefully you guys got a hold of the struggle bus because this is an excellent color. I'm going to take a tray. What do I want to do first here? I think trying to think if I want to do the reverse or what I want to do here. we're going to add something to the struggle bus. I got some mica powder to try to create our own shimmer. So I'm going to see if this works. So I'm going to do the lemons in the shimmer mix and then kind of color inside with just the plain struggle bus to kind of give it that two-tone look. Okay, so let's do that. Let's put that there down. Grab this. If you need links to the mica powder, I can help you with that. All right. And I'm just going to kind of take a scoopful. Not sure if it will make it any thicker or how this will change the consistency. We may have to add water just to make it more fluid, liquidy. All right, really trying to get that worked in. It is drying the paste out, but it is giving it that shimmer vibe. I suppose I also could have mixed a little bit of the bubbly in there with it. That would have been pretty too. All right, I'm going to add a spritz of water to that, just to kind of thin it up. See if that helps our cause here. Don't want it too runny though. Okay, we're not trying to create a watercolor here. We're trying to just help that mica powder get mixed in. This may be a little too wet. We're going to have to see. Kind of don't see the mica powder anymore, so we're going to see if this worked or not. All right, let's take another squeegee, and I'm just going to do the lemons. Okay. Just the lemons. Not the stems or anything like that either. Let's see if this worked. Great color though. This struggle bus is perfect for lemons. Okay, get off that excess. Let's bring it over here. Whatever excess off we can. Okay, let's put this back there, and then let's lift. Let's just see if, when drying it, if it comes out. So far, I don't see any of the mica. I do not see any of the micas. So then I have this sparkly powder. I don't know if this is going to make a difference either. I think I'm going to try to mix some of the bubbly in with it and see if that helps. So let's do that. I'm just going to take this and add to it. Let's put that over here. And I'm just going to kind of mix it. It may change the color a little bit, and that's okay. Kind of dulled it a little bit. But I feel like I see the shimmer in it more than I did adding the mica powder. Okay, so now I'm going to take a brush. Let's see if I have a smaller brush here. Trying to think if I'm going to be able to manipulate this or if I want something smaller. Here's something smaller. All right, we're going to dip it into our new mix here. I'm going to kind of go over wherever I see black board. Giving it that two-tone lemon look. Keep going. Go over the whole lemon here. And then we'll go over it again with just plain struggle bus. And a little outside the line there. Okay, let's keep going. I will say it goes over nicer over where we've already chalked versus just the chalkboard. Just giving it a very light touch, trying to anyway. give this a good dry. That a little dry here. And then we'll put the transfer back. And then we'll do another layer of just plain struggle bus. See if you can see contrast or not. Still a little wet in spots. If you've gone outside the line, you can just scratch that off. We'll see what happens here. Sometimes when you go on top of already chalked areas, it may pull it up. Sometimes you can use wax to avoid that. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens here. See if we see a big difference or not. We'll see. I have a feeling it probably wasn't that much of a difference, so you may not see it. But you never know, I guess. All right, let's lift it up gently. So we're not pulling anything off. You can see a little bit of a difference, not much. Probably liked it the other way. And honestly, we can do this. We're gonna wash this transfer off and start over with that, but let's get this off. A wipe. Try not to get the words on the bottom. If I do, I can redo those too. Not a big deal. Sometimes if you just let it sit, give it a spritz of water. We'll finish it up with a board eraser. more wipe. Okay, we know we're going to replace that anyways with a yellow, so I'm not too concerned with getting every single little bit of it up, because we're going to lay something on it anyway. So let's go ahead and dry that. Okay. Now I'm going to bring the transfer over and we're going to wash that up real quick, because that's starting to get thick. So I'm just going to lay this over it. Get some water. Excuse me. Whatever's on top off. Let's turn that over. Got to replace my mat here. Let's spray it on this side. Let that sit a moment. Let's see, do I have an extra? I guess I do. Take one of your board erasers. Let's get that wet. That's first. Okay, see how that's still pretty yellow, right? Let's take our board eraser. Really takes away a lot of that stain. Look at that. Going over it. I would be doing this in my sink if I was done with the project. Takes more of the staining off. Now what we're going to do is get a nice wipe, nice clean wipe, wipe that down. Wipe this down, wipe the opposite side. This is the sticky side. Okay. Wipe the sticky side down, and you can see I'm just brushing it over swiftly. Okay, just trying to get that moisture off. More time on the back side. Okay. Now we're going to kind of wave it a little bit, let the air dry it. Just get that to the sink. All right, let's bring this back over. And we're going to line it up again. If you want, you can refuzz, because it does retain its stickiness once you wash it. If you want to do that again, you can. Okay, and we're just rubbing down the branch and the lemons. Nothing else. All right, let's just take what we have here. Do this again. I'm going to hold it because I see kind of like a crazy shine here. Again, taking just the regular struggle bus. Right over here, grab a little more. Maybe a little more. Okay. Get excess off. And we are right back to where we started. There are no chalk emergencies. Nothing to get worried about. Okay. All right, let's lift and dry. And then proceed. This everyday frame also comes in a 5x7. That is available online. This one you can get free as a Perks member or designer. Let's just let that go down. And we will flatten that out, the stem. Leaves. Okay, the leaves we're going to do green. Or no, I think, no. Yes, the leaves are going to be green. The stem will be brown. So I'm going to grab my my bark, appropriately named, and just put a little bit down. Again, I'm going to kind of hold it so I can see what I'm doing. Comes off of there. Part of the leaf stem here. Okay. And then I am going to go over it with just a teeny bit. I know, don't do this, right? Let's get that off a little bit. I'm just going to dip it in just to pick up a little bit of the shimmer. Kind of blend it in a little bit, see what it comes out to. Kind of doing like a two-tone bark here. It may or may not turn out. We'll see. We'll see. All right, let's pull that up. Oh yeah, that's cool. It went through a little bit, so that's good. All right. That dry. And then we'll do the leaves, and then we'll be all done. Okay. Press that leaf down. The leaves, we're going to kind of do hot mess a little bit. So let's close up some things here. Okay, I'm going to use ivy and lime sorbet. That is one of our en vogue colors. We're going to kind of give those a mix too. Okay. All right. Do the entire leaf first, and then we'll come back. And do the lime sorbet on top. Okay, so there's that. Just gonna stick a finger in there. Boy, it's hard to see. Kind of blending a little bit there. Let's pull that up. Okay, not very strong. Let's add a little bit more. Let's see now. There we go. That's pretty. Dirty fingers. That's very pretty. All right, let's get this dry. Common perky, and we'll talk about the perks number and what it all gives you. Okay, there's that. All right, let's just do these up here. Again, we'll start off with the dark. Being very careful up there. Going over here. Okay, let me get the gist of that leftover. It does help to have some paste sitting there for blending. Okay, put that over there. Let's grab some more of this. I'm trying to do just like 1/2 of the leaf. Hard to see where I've done. Okay. that side up and see. Yay. So pretty. All right, guys, we're done with this. We can put this aside. I can take it to my sink and wash it. Let's get it dry. So pretty. All right. There you go. Fresh lemons. I would probably say I would probably prefer this on a white surface versus black. Looks kind of funny with the lemons, but I think it turned out very nice the way it is. I hope you guys agree. Thank you so much for hopping on with me today, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.